Hello. Once again, let me know how the volume is. But welcome to today's stream. Hello, hello. We bopping. Hi, everyone. So we are going to be working on more attacks, though. Volume is fine. Thank you for letting me know, Detective Pikachu. But yeah, we're going to be doing more attacks. I have this one already sketched out in like a low-key of a background because I was working on this one initially and I didn't really like how it was going. So decided to restart. I do have a second one where like what is it called? I did like a brief sketching of like the base that I wanted to do, I guess, or like the rough draft. So hopefully we can get at least a little progress on 2 of them. But we're going to start with this one today. Yeah. Hopefully you guys have been doing well. May I ask what your user is? Mine is the same as all of my social media across the board. So mine's still rinspirit_art. So 1 second, I'm gonna swap my screens. Just so I can see chat a little easier. Hopefully this works. Okay. You can still join Anoix. I think you can still join like after the event has started. You have up until the end of July. But in terms of like progress, I guess, we're gonna be blocking in colors and then hopefully doing a little bit of rendering. Hello, 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 everyone who's joining in right now. So I'm just gonna block in with the selection tool with the color fill option. I feel like, wait, maybe should I switch to my other model? I feel like the tracking on this is like funky. 1 sec. Let me see if we can swap models really quick. Give me 1 second, guys. I didn't think the tracking would be so bad for some strange reason. This might be better. Well, this makes myself a little bigger. Oops, I look like a bobblehead. This should work. I think I might be a little bit too big. Or like, 1 second, the eye tracking is funky. Sorry guys, I should have troubleshooted like earlier. Let me check. Let's do... I don't know if one's like funkier than the other. Are you gonna do a video about art fight? I actually don't know if I will. We'll see. Masiki model today? No. One of my eyes just look lazy. Maybe I will go back to my other model. Maybe no chibi today. Let's see. Unless it's the calibration. I can't tell. It's okay. We'll just revert back, I guess. Okay, nothing changed. This is fine. It's okay. 2 days ago, we were okay. Today's scuffness. I just feel like the mouth tracking's like funky today. Let's like lift my head all the way up. But if you guys are also joining in on Art Fight, let me know. Are you working on attacks? Are you working on defenses, revenges? Because some of you guys are like really speedy with your submissions. Because we're gonna block in our colors first, and then we'll get to kind of shading, lighting, all of that stuff, and then we'll work on cleanup and rendering, and then I think maybe a little bit of final effects on this one, and then we can move on to sketching the other one that I have planned for today. So we're mostly doing attacks only today. I think I'm gonna do only revenges like off stream and off camera. 3 attack whips, 6 attacks so far, made 5 so far. You guys are speedy. Attacks. Next attack. Some of you guys, yeah, a lot of you guys are so fast. I think this character is fun, so... And I like their color scheme. I don't think I've done really like a black and yellow color scheme that much, so... This character is fun. Still don't know how I want to do the lighting. See, it'll have to be backlit, so maybe I should... Start off with slightly darker color. Don't know how I want to do this. Maybe we'll drop in a multiply layer to change our lighting. I do attacks and revenges, but I don't get many defenses to revenge. That's okay. I'm sure like over time you'll get more and more, right? And just a reminder, I will definitely not be able to revenge everybody, so I'm going to be a little bit selective. But there are some people that I already have on my list that I want to revenge. I just have to find the time to do it. Any thoughts of drawing anthro animals? Probably not for this art fight. I don't think I have the skill level to do people's characters justice, and I don't want to treat this art fight, I guess, for like a study or anything like that. So I would rather focus mostly on humanoid characters if I can. Gotta grind, gotta lock in. I usually switch between drawing traditionally and drawing digitally, in my opinion. Since I can draw on both, I'm behind on making reference sheets for my essays. It's okay. I think it's nice to take time on your character reference sheets if you can. But I like the idea of switching between traditional art and digital art, because one, I feel like you'll get a little bit less burnout. But two, it's just like, it's fun to experiment with mediums when you can. So I have another reference on my phone. I'm gonna pull it up really quick so I don't have to keep switching. So I want to double check their eye color, if it's just solid black and yellow. I guess it's more like a brown and yellow. First time doing art fight this year? Same. Hopefully you're having fun with it though. Because I feel like a lot of people are joining for the first time. I guess that might be like every year at this point. One second, I'm grabbing my other reference. You only can do 7 and you finished 1 so far? I like how some of you guys have like pre-planned amount of attacks or things you want to do for art fight, like goals. I think that's kind of neat. I wasn't too sure what exactly I was expecting for art fight, so I didn't really make any goals or plans super concrete for like this year's art fight. Yeah, I feel like if you get burnt out really easily, at least for me, I find that switching between traditional art and like digital art, typically I find less burnout just because you're switching it up, and I enjoy the process a lot, so changing the type of medium kind of forces you to think a little differently. At least that's how it is for me. I usually don't get too bored of drawing or anything like that when I switch between the two. Working on 2 attacks. I'm so slow. It's okay. Everyone take your time. As long as you're having fun with it, then it's kind of the main thing I would say, right? If you could choose which one of your OCs would you rather get an attack for? Maybe Koji. I think most people, for some reason, because you guys are so freaking speedy, I think all of my OCs except for Koji have gotten an attack. I do want to draw more of Koji. I think him being drawn less is probably why people don't know too much about him. Or just because, like, you know, maybe people don't want to draw more like kid characters. Because otherwise, draw whoever compels you the most. Because I feel like as long as you like the character, then you will have more fun drawing the character for the most part. Because a reminder is that if you do choose to draw any of my OCs, please do it if you like the character and not because you expect me to revenge. Because there's no guarantee. See how fast I can color today, though. I think the last one we worked on from, I think, July 1st, the coloring wasn't too slow, but I wasn't too quick either. I think I am gonna take my time with these. Definitely taking time on them because my next one is a fight scene with 2 characters as well, but I'll be doing portraits for as many references as I can do. People who have been doing like, I think I've seen some almost like multimedia ones, or people who have patience to do like small little animations, full scenes. You guys are powerful. I'm mostly gonna stick to headshots for now. I really like this character's earrings. They're super cute. Diamond shape and then kind of this longer diamond cross. That's kind of cute. If anyone's interested in art fight, just make sure to do your research, read the rules. Because I know a lot of people are joining for the first time. And there's like plenty of creators on YouTube and stuff that have done videos talking about it, so highly recommend watching a bunch of those and checking to see if that's something you're interested in. And then obviously following the basic rules that Art Fight lays out. Figure out our highlight color. I think that's true. If you do revenges, yeah, you might get burnt out super fast. But I know a lot of people, like you said, are doing mostly like mutuals or their own friends. So you can kind of like cater it towards how you want to work. Take your time, no rush, definitely. So I want to do these characters like somewhat justice. I don't want to mangle or butcher anyone's characters. Which is why I ended up restarting this one. Are a lot of you guys doing like multiple attacks like per day? Because we're on day 3 and like so many of you have done like 4 or 5 plus. Which theme did you choose? Fossil or crystals? I chose crystals. I'm gonna see if I can fix my mouth again. What is happening? Maybe better? I feel like it's still weird. Last time, like on the first, the tracking was better. Here it's a little funky. I want to redo my VTuber model anyways, so maybe I can fix the parameters as well. Because this is going to drive me up the wall. Crystals? Fossils? Fossils stay strong. I like how, what's it called? The percentage between the two. It seems like it's going pretty even. It's kind of going back and forth on who's in the lead in terms of points. So it's kind of nice. Just a little bit more shadow. One per day. One per day. 2 per day? Dang. Super productive. Couldn't be me. I did my revenge like super late last night. But luckily I was able to finish it. Black collar. How do I want to shade our white jacket? This is supposed to be... Well... Maybe I'll leave it in like that. I was gonna say I should probably not block this in, but I didn't put the foliage there. So we'll see how it looks and then maybe I'll correct it if I need to. Sword is also yellow. I guess I'll make it a darker yellow for now. We'll mess around with the colors afterwards. Hello, Maitha. Welcome. Yeah, feel free to put your own art fight usernames. As long as you're not sending links, you're okay. I think it would be nice if you guys can also draw each other's characters. That'll be very cute. Got black gloves. Yeah, no links. You guys can just drop your usernames. Because there is a search function on Artfight now, so you guys can search each other up a little bit more easier. I think this one's gonna be fun to render though. So I'm gonna hopefully fiddle with the colors and the lighting. Hello Sunny, welcome, welcome. Some of you guys also have like so many characters. It's insane. There's so many characters that I want to draw purely for the color palettes. Definitely a lot of characters that like I'm drawn towards very specific color palettes, so hopefully I'll be able to get to them. There's another friendly fire that I wanted to do as well, but we'll focus on attacks today. We'll see if any like subsequent future streams I'll do some more. Don't have character sheets? You had to specifically make them for Artifight? That's okay. I think a lot of people also wanted to like revamp or change their reference sheets. Because I saw a lot of people working on reference sheets specifically for Artifight. And I think that's a good motivation so that like in the future you'll always have some sort of reference sheet for your characters if you ever need it. So it might come in handy. Maybe if you want to commission somebody or someone wants to draw your own character. You'll always have that in the back of your pocket, even after art fight. You're a one-hit wonder? Don't mind if my drawing is ugly. It's okay. I think people are happy either way to receive art. Doing art fight, yes. This year, it's my first year doing art fight, so we'll see what happens in subsequent years. Because I'm sure, like, it's still a good experience regardless, but I don't know how busy I'll be for other years, so it's kind of nice to participate now while I can. Exactly know how I wanna color these wings. Yeah. It's okay to have spelling mistakes. I'm pretty sure people will like still understand you regardless. So it's okay. But do you guys have any summer plans? If you're on summer break, I guess. So I guess depending on where you are in the world, it might not be summer. Driving school and study for my college entry. Oh, exciting! And good luck. Hopefully both will go very well. No plans, oddly enough. So I know at the end of July I have some obligations to do. Like family stuff, so I'm gonna be gone once again. I will hopefully have a little bit of a backlog this time and not just like randomly disappearing. Fourth of July is tomorrow, so I'll be with family during... Or yeah, tomorrow's the 4th of July for people who are living in the US. There's like an event in my city that starts tomorrow as well. But I never participate because it's too hot outside. Sleeping and reading. That is fair. Hang out with friends and travel a little bit. Where are you traveling to? Travel isn't... It's like... What am I talking about? Traveling is always a fun time to do during the summer. Are you escaping from the heat? Are you going somewhere tropical? Some people do like to do that as well. I don't know if I like the purple. Getting a job and hopefully don't burn outside. Good luck, Anoix. Hopefully that will go well. Only planning, or only plan is drawing because game engines are still intimidating. Ah! I don't know how to say your name. It's either Una or Yuna. But are you... I know someone was talking about game development last time. Because I think someone was talking about like Game Unity and I was talking about RPG Maker, I think? Was that you? Maybe? Seems like a lot of dedication to make a game. People are already doing fireworks here. Thank goodness for noise cancelling headphones. Ah, I know some people are like probably more sensitive to sound, so hopefully tomorrow for the people who celebrate the 4th of July, it's not gonna be too terrible. As well as like, I guess people's animals too, right? Because like some dogs are afraid of the noise, as well as probably some cats. The other domesticated animals too. Wow. I guess a lot of people celebrate beforehand. I think because we had Canada Day on Tuesday? When was the 1st? I think it was Tuesday. I don't think anyone celebrated early. Not from what I could hear. So once we get this portion kind of done, I'll move on to some lighting. And then we can do some cleanup and some more rendering for this one. Because I think some neat lighting is kind of needed for this particular scene, I guess. If you can call it a scene. It's like this piece, not exactly a scene. Oh, was it me? I haven't caught one of your streams since probably the last year. Ah, okay. Someone was talking about, like, making a game. I think they were talking about learning about coding and all that. Some people celebrated on the 30th of June. Super early. Didn't pass my first exam because I turned on the wrong lights. It's okay. You can always attempt again. As long as you're being safe, that's okay. Don't put you and your instructor in danger. Because honestly, I don't find driving that enjoyable. But it's like necessary, depending on where you live. I feel like this room is getting too hot. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna take my sweater off. But like, typically, it's usually warm in this room anyways, but it was colder earlier today, so I was wearing my sweater. I feel like a good majority of you guys are from the US, right? I purchased some of your prints from when you were tabling and I mistakenly got an extra double I didn't pay for. Ah, that's okay. That's our mistake. So it's okay. Sometimes I think the prints get stuck to one another. As long as we didn't give you the incorrect print, there's nothing to worry about. I feel like, depending on like probably the amount of people and how close certain things are to specific like locations, transit's probably easier, or even like just walking by foot. Because my city isn't too bad if you take the train. But I think it's because like me and my friends typically hang out near downtown and stuff, which is like near our train places and like free fare zones and all that. But I guess like you said, like Europe probably has a lot of good transit or like some sort of public transportation. And I think Asia would too. Or at least like, excuse me, a lot more ideal for walking to places because it's probably like closer together potentially. So it's definitely not like a necessity everywhere. You have the extra print to your sister, that's nice. Hello, Alicia. Hello, Lorenza, welcome. Just making sure I'm adding all my colors, and for the most part, the majority of our shading for our objects, and then we can fiddle around with our sketch color, add effects, and then we'll be in a better position to start rendering. Yep, it's 7 p.m. for me, yeah. Today I've decided that I wanted to stream closer to the evening, just to give myself some time to eat dinner before I streamed. And then I don't know if it'll be on Saturday or even maybe Sunday. Might do a midnight stream, just depending on I'm not disturbing anyone within my vicinity in terms of like sound and stuff, or like no one needs me to help them with something. What's your favorite OC to draw if it was in gender bent? Ooh, I think maybe Masaki or Moriko. I think could be fun. I guess I don't really need to color that in. Let's see. This might change the shape of this. I guess like evening streams would be a little bit different for everybody though, because everyone's in a different time zone. But I'm glad the evening stream seems like it's an okay time for at least a few of you. Because I do miss doing the early afternoon so that I could at least outstretch the duration of the stream to be a little bit longer if I wanted to stream up until the evening for the most part. Okay, let's mess with our sketch a little bit. Lighten up some of these lines, darken some others. 3 AM for you? Please sleep. Prioritize your sleep, please. wish public transportation was more convenient here. We have trains like Amtrak, but it's not like Matcha in GA though. More so better for going to certain places than in town. I think it would be nice that like if more places had better public transportation. It would definitely be helpful for a lot of people. I don't know if I'm just saying that also because like I'm afraid of driving. Because I don't drive too much. Because I liked taking like the train and the bus when I had to. As long as I knew which stops to get off at, then I was okay. I forgot the wings. Oops. Make sure we can block these in as well before I forget them. Hello Dodo, welcome. A lot of you guys really like Kaisen and I'm glad. I'm glad you guys are liking my OCs. Okay, might be good to go. Don't know if I want to make these lighter or not. So typically, making the line art a lot lighter is easier for me to manage. But sometimes I like keeping them with like slightly darker lines so that I can kind of have context to where I need to place certain things, or I might get a little bit lost. But there's like plenty of stray lines I can also just get rid of. Ah, thank you very much for coming to the stream though, Ray. Have a lovely rest of your, I guess, very late night or very early morning. Finally designing the OC that I have been locked in my brain for 5 billion years. I love how you enjoy character designing so much. It's very fun. Do any of your OCs have pets or favorite animals? I think right now I haven't really given any of the characters like pets. But I feel like Kaisen would like cats. Koji would have like a giant dog, probably. That type of person. So I think we talked about a little bit whether or not some people wanted to draw my characters as like anthro. I'm definitely open to that if anyone's interested. Okay, but I think we're ready to render. Okay, so I'm gonna merge my lines. Actually, I might actually darken the lines for sword. Oops. As well as our wings, because I can see that they're gonna turn like a very light purple. It's gonna be kind of annoying to fix and or erase, so I'm just gonna give a quick little swipe around the silhouette. But I think we should be good. For the most part. There are some areas like I missed. That's okay. Did you watch K-pop Demon Hunters? I did not. I don't really watch movies, so everything I know about it is just me consuming some sort of media. This is the first Art Fight stream I've been in so far. As I remember, the character in your OC, your drawing is so cool. Thank you! I think there's a few other people that have been doing Art Fight streams, which is kind of nice. So I think it's fun to have almost like a friend or just a nice community of people who are also like participating in the same event that you can kind of share the same amount of enthusiasm with. I really do like this character. They're very neat. Okay, let's fix our lighting. So I kind of want it to be cooler. So add a overlay. Last but not least, a little bit of rim lighting. Hello, Emmy. Welcome. I would like K-pop Demon Hunters. I like the premise of it. I'm like so far what I've seen people talk about and like spoilers and all that. I'm just not a movie person. But the characters have very cute designs. Like I like Rumi a lot for like the girls. Is it Rumi? I'm thinking of the wrong one. The short-haired one. I think it's Zoe, actually. Let me look it up. Yeah, Zoe. Zoe's the one I like. There's like that one scene that they're like, they have their, I guess it's like their weapons. And she has like the triple blades behind her. It's like such a pretty pose, but also like, I just love it. I've seen a lot of people draw that one specifically. Do one super bright light as well. So I can also duplicate this and just go that. Okay, I'm just gonna merge all these down and then we can get to rendering. The music, I've heard some of the songs. They've been super nice. Also, I know Kevin Wu from U-Kiss, or like previously a member from U-Kiss a long time ago. They're one of the vocalists that did one of the Saja Boys. Okay, so because I think for the most part I have the details of the character, I'm gonna switch this to be just my canvas so that we can kind of just work on sprucing this one up for the most part. I watch K-pop Demon Hunter simply because Mira gave me Micah, my profile picture vibes. I like the kind of like typical tropes that they did. It's kind of funny. I feel like a lot of people shared the same sentiment. Like some people put it off because they know they're gonna have like a super big hyperfixation on them. And that's valid. Yeah, I kind of wish they didn't have the crowns. They're low-key a little distracting. So I don't know why they need like a leadership board. But I guess like Twitch has something similar for like subs or whatever. Your little spinning guy is so cute, thank you. It's my OC Kai-san. I think I mentioned like in a previous stream, I definitely do want to make some new ones for all of my OCs and then just have them at the ready. Check if we even need a highlight. Maybe? Let's see. Tyson's just silly like that. So mesmerized. I'm glad you guys like the spinning ones. Explain art fight. Okay, this is gonna be like the bare bones. Like I said earlier, if you're interested in art fight, please watch people actually explain it and read the rules if you plan on participating to see if it's for you. But it's kind of like a gigantic art game where people are drawing other people's or each other's OCs, almost like in a gift giving way. And you basically earn points for whichever team you join. There's no prize or anything at the very end, but attacks are basically when you draw someone else's OC, and then defenses is like basically when other people attack you. So they've drawn art of your characters, and then you can also do revenges, where you draw someone's OC that already drew one of your own characters. You earn points based on the type of artwork that you kind of submit of the person's OC. So like the points are based off of like the amount that you draw of it. So like let's say busts, headshots versus like waist up versus like a full body. And like then there's like the finish of it. So fully shaded, lined or not lined, etc. That kind of stuff, background. But then there's also friendly fire. So if you attack somebody on the same team, you also still earn points, just earn a little bit less. But it's just kind of like a big gift-giving art game, in a sense, of people drawing and kind of like celebrating each other's OCs. It's kind of like the bare bones, dumbed down version, I guess. And there's like no obligations to draw people's OCs or draw back for them. If you don't want to do revenges, or you only want to draw for your friends or anything like that, you can definitely do that. Is it for only July? Yes, it starts on July 1st and it ends at the very end of July. So you have 1 month to basically participate and draw like as many characters as you can or as you want. You can also spectate. You don't have to like actually participate to have an account or whatever. Because I myself am new to art fight, so I can't answer everything, nor am I quote-unquote like qualified to. So if you have questions, you can definitely like search it up, check their website. There's plenty of people who have made videos talking about it, so plenty of resources. How do you not get discouraged when drawing takes too long to finish? Sometimes I do. I have plenty of drawings that like I would consider they're in the grave, low-key, because I don't end up finishing them, but I guess like it depends on the purpose of the drawing and or like whether or not you're enjoying the process. So luckily, for the most part, I don't get bored of drawing because as long as I'm enjoying the process of it, I usually will just like, you know, take my time working on something, or if there's like a deadline, that also pushes me to finish things. But I also think that as long as you don't always force yourself to finish things, I think you should like allow yourself to have things that, you know, should be abandoned or you might want to just leave as a sketch. There's not really a reason to fully finish every drawing you do, because that's exhausting. But also like knowing when to give up is also good. So if you know like a drawing is causing you a lot of frustration and you think maybe it's better to restart, that's also an option, but like don't delete it. Just restart, check to see how you're feeling, because maybe you like it better than what you were initially working on. But if you don't, then you can always come back to that abandoned version, I guess. Is there a reason why you're drawing the same thing? Or is it because like you keep restarting and you're drawing the same thing? Because other times it's like, it's good to take a break from what you're working on, have fresh eyes. Because even today, when working on this piece, this is like almost my third attempt drawing this character. And part of it is because like sometimes I just need to get some like the drawing jitters out from not drawing like prior to that morning or like that day. Sometimes I just need to get like a restart, both like mentally and physically. So get a drawing out that you might not like and then start again. Hey Erin, I'm an artist myself, but struggle with backgrounds. I focus more on characters, but lack of background knowledge has been leaving so many drawings unfinished. What's your advice? You can definitely do studies, or I guess like studies is probably the best way to at least expand your repertoire. Because even for me, I do a lot of cop-out of like doing blurred backgrounds, but if it makes you feel better of like having a more complete drawing, then learning how to simplify forms could definitely help, but it also depends on what kind of background you're looking to do. Because I don't do usually like buildings or anything. I mostly do like foliage or like skies or like more nature. Because even this one's like super simple, kind of like just indication of some sort of buildings. Popped in a window frame or two. But having references, I think, is a good way to start off. Because if you start off from nothing and you have no experience of drawing backgrounds, then it's going to be very intimidating. But I think it's easiest to build your background based off of like a couple of different photos you might find. You can mix and match color palettes from it, even like shapes. Let's say you're doing clouds or anything like that. You could definitely look at some different sky backgrounds, see what colors are present in it, and see if you can block them out. Because backgrounds are definitely not my strong suit at all. But references definitely help, because any of my stronger backgrounds, I've probably had some sort of reference. I think I've talked about this last time too. Who was it? S-Scoops? Because this one was like roughed in based off of backgrounds or the actual photo of S-Scoops. Same with this one. So I was able to follow like the cloud shapes. Moriko's, yeah, this one. Playing around with brushes to see if you can do more like texture to resemble backgrounds is also a way. Because these ones like mostly floral or foliage that I tend to do. Or like objects. I like drawing objects more, if anything, if they have structure. I don't like drawing buildings, but yeah. It just depends. Like doing studies where you can like really focus on just learning the shapes and the colors and stuff. I'm seeing what else do I have. Even like this one's a blurred one, but it gives you a sense that it's a street. This one too, kind of like a abandoned building feeling. But these ones, like the ones that I did of Wanu, these ones were with references. Let's see. Genshin ones, like for Ambers, I think I did take a screenshot like in front of the gate of Mondstadt near the bridge, like between where I forget his name. One of the characters, like the NPC characters are, and then there's like Timmy on the bridge, so that I could find the banner, see what colors are in the sky and all that. Because you don't have to make the background too complicated if you're like if that makes it more intimidating to you. Genshin itself is pretty. That's why I like using some of the backgrounds. If I can. I think this one's a bad example. I think I did it on Procreate. Where would it be? Is it in here? Maybe in my zine work, so... Miscellaneous? Is it in here? I'm not too sure. There's like another one I took a picture of Dragon Spine, so that... like a very specific location for Dragon Spine, so that I could actually use like the same angle for the piece. I just don't remember where it is. Oh, it's probably in this folder actually. Maybe I didn't do it on Procreate, but it's kind of like this too, like you can plan out your backgrounds. Even this one I did like simplified buildings. Yeah, I don't know where the other one went. I did one for like 17's hip hop unit and they're in Dragon Spine, so I was using like a very low angle because like all the cheapies were very short. But references help, do studies, gather like enough material for what you're looking for so you have like less guesswork to do. Do thumbnailing, like any initial planning that you need to do. Yugo, you guys are talking about Yugo. Fuchan is also gone. But yeah, that was before Yugo's departure. That was like a very early on zine that I was a part of. Let me see if I can get good progress on this so that we can start sketching the next character because their design's so adorable. Like switched all my plans to who I was gonna attack to hopefully sketch that one tonight. Do you keep all your art fight in one folder? Currently I am. So this is from Tuesday's stream. So we can close the reference. And then I did a revenge for this person because they drew Akemi, but also this person was already on my list, which is why I went ahead and did the revenge like super quickly because I wanted to draw their character. Then we have this one that I'm working on, the one that I didn't really like, and then I have this one that I want to work on after. Because I was trying to block in like a cozy kind of comfy pose. So hopefully we can work on that because the character has giant sleeves and it's super cute. Oh, cute! Wait, what's your cat's name? Ah, thank you for watching my Genshin redraws. Thank you. Do you like Timmy? Are you in the Timmy hate train? I don't really care for Timmy. I'm indifferent. He can keep his pigeons, or whatever it was. Was it the pigeons? I forget. I don't go to Mondstadt as much as I did before. So I don't even see Timmy that much. I don't go on that bridge. Hello, water flood. What kinds of characters stand out to you? One, humanoid, just because that's what I'm aiming to draw. Two, I don't think I have like particular traits. Obviously there's certain character types that I just like in general, but I still might not choose them. I am very much a color person too, so I like specific color palettes. Like even this one, I like the kind of like black or like darker brown plus the gold color. I think is kind of neat. Because a lot of the ones that I saved, I think is mostly based off a color palette. Because the other character that I wanted to do for Friendly Fire actually has a very similar color palette to this person's OC in a way. Because I could say like I like cuter characters, but my definition of cute would be different compared to like other people, right? So I don't think there's like a specific way for me to explain. Because there's characters I like visually, and characters that I like that I think I want to draw, if that makes sense. cute. Yeah, the first one that I did, I think their persona was based off of a... Oh, why am I blanking? It's not a meerkat, and nor is it a ferret. I forget what it's called. An ermine. And I think they're kind of like closely related, so I guess that would make sense why it kind of looks like a ferret a little bit. You don't like Timmy. I don't get the hate for Timmy, technically. Love a blue paired with a warm tone. I would definitely gravitate towards that. There's also like, if you have like theme, is it a theme, I guess? I like plant-related characters, and I like celestial or like space or stars, constellation, that kind of stuff related characters too. That kind of aesthetic I really like, so there's definitely a few that follow into that particular category, I guess, that I've definitely saved a lot of. Also, make sure you guys are staying hydrated, drink water, stretch if you need, get sustenance. You have a budgie named Sapphire? That's cute. A lot of people own budgies, don't they? Growing up, like, when I was younger in elementary school, I know 3 people that had like 2 or more budgies. That was their pet of choice, I guess. Granted, a lot of them lived on farms too, so they had a bunch of animals. If you had a favorite Animal Crossing character, what would it be and why? My favorite's Raymond. I love his aesthetic. He's just very cute. He's kind of like Wanu coded. But also, I love Marshall a lot. I like Punchy. Who else is there? There's like a few. I like Sky. I like Bam. But they have more of a special place in my heart because they were on my first island. Island? First town? New Leaf was a town, right? I guess. Island is New Horizons, so that one's different. I'm trying to remember who else is there. I like Zucker just because his face is cute. Water and Powerade, very nice. Hello, Aquaflower, welcome. I'm doing good, how about you? Little spinning Kaisen. I will make more funny little spinning gifs in the future, or like just other ones. Because I still have all the ones that I loaded previously on my screen. I guess I'll leave Moriko. I didn't think she'll be the next one on my screen, but... I'm not putting every gift back on my screen. I just have them all still listed on my sources. Spin. You love Raymond. Raymond he's so cute. I spent so long trying to get him on my island. I forget, I had like a whole list. I think it took me over 200 tries to get Raymond because I was doing like the camping method. Because he was like the last one I needed on my island and I wanted no one else to move in. Everyone else was pretty much organically moved in except for, I guess, Marshall. Did I say I like Marshall? I forget if I said Marshall earlier, but he's another one that was like my dream villager. Put them all back? No, it's so much clutter. I forget who was on my head before. Oh, this one's Moriko. Payson. Which one this one is? Oh, okay. Masaki was on my head. I should really import him and put him into VTube Studio so that he can actually be on my model. You have an amiibo of Marshall? I had to do the is it the NFC cards? That was the only way I could get Marshall. Cause I think Marshall was the second last character that I had for my island. And then after I placed him in, I was like, yep, time to villager hunt for just Raymond. Cause I love the little cat with glasses, so cute. He's so Wonu coded. Actually, I think I have that. Don't I have it on here? Let me see. Oh, it's not that one. I had like a gif of Wonu and Raymond before. Here it is. This one. I'm just like cluttering my screen again. Cause he's so Wonu coded. My username's the same as on my across like all my social media. It's the same, so it's all rinspirit_art. You bought him for a store? That's very cute. Little guy, small. Small spinning army. Ah, I'm glad your mom likes Animal Crossing though, that's cute. Even though I guess you had to sacrifice your island. I cannot find my New Leaf cartridge. I'm so sad. Because I'm scared I left it in a different city when I moved apartments. After uni. Because at that point, that cartridge is gone forever. But I love New Leaf so much. Have you played Wuthering Waves? I have not, and I'm not super knowledgeable on the characters. Initially I was, just because I was getting it like secondhand from my friend. but I think she also stopped playing it, so... Don't know a lot of the characters. Visually, I kind of know which ones are from Wuthering Waves, I just don't know their names. And some have like super pretty designs. More clutter to the stream, no, it's okay. Even though I have them all, I'm not gonna do it. Maybe at the end, but I honestly need to delete them all. You'd use them as emojis in Discord? I should make new ones, honestly. What art fight team are you on? I am on Crystal. Mainly because I like the colors more, because I do like the idea of fossils as well. Kind of sad I missed Seafoam versus... I forget what the other one was, but... Seafoam would have been so cute. Actually, I might make the jacket come all the way up to the base of the collar for this one. Oh, Star Girl, welcome. Hoping I can get to a second character today. That'd be great. Ah, Stardust was the other one. Actually, that would have been hard to choose from. Seafoam or Stardust, both of them are very cute. How to do the animations? I think I did Kaisen and Moriko on Procreate, so they would be in here. This one's like, you do individual frames basically. So for each of these frames I have like their sketching colors for all of these. So that when he plays, he speeds. How long have you been going live so far? Right now it's been almost 2 hours. We're like an hour and 40. Then we have Sato's as well. Faster speed. This low-key freezes my iPad. And then obviously Moriko. Thank you very much for coming to the stream though. Have a wonderful day, Lido. Because I've mostly done frame by frame, other than like the ones on Live 2D. Because my old 17 ones were always like frame by frame, even like the ones that I matched with the audio. I have to round this out a bit. Drawing this brooch at a very strange angle. Add Sata to stream? Let me see if I can find her. Take off Masaki. Oh. Oh my god. I don't need to see my socials. Some of them spin so fast compared to Kaisen. Take breaks if you need to. I'm resting so I can get locked in tomorrow. That's a good idea. It's okay. I have to draw a lot of stuff tonight anyways. So this is kind of like my break, low-key. Because like I mentioned, I take a break from drawing by doing more drawing. I wish I could draw well in digital because I find it hard to learn. I think if you take your time to just like play around and explore, you'll find ways that you might like enjoy the process a little bit more, and therefore you'll be more ready to learn about like new things. Because like I think one of the intimidating things about learning digital art is usually just getting familiar with the program. Spin with the children on the screen. I guess you have like a spinning chair, you could probably spin very easily with them. Do any of you guys get motion sickness? Because I knew I knew I get motion sickness when I'm in like a car, usually if it's like on a sunny day and I'm staring outside for too long. But I didn't think I'll get it from playing Slime Rancher. I think after changing the field of view, I wasn't as bothered by it, but I didn't think I would be the type to get really motion sickness from like a video game. Slime Rancher mentioned, ew. I should get back into playing it one day. I've been really enjoying my sketching, but not line art or coloring process, but I feel like I need to have a finished product for all my attacks. That's okay. I think people would be happy with sketches too, though. It depends on what you want out of it. So if you want to do full color, do full color. As long as you have the energy and the time to. What I would do to see Akemi shoved into some festive objects fitting. What would Akemi be in? I know I want to make Masaki's. His probably won't be festive unless I stick with like the Christmas Halloween theming. Because I think Koji could be very cute as like a little sheet ghost type of thing. But I'll have to find a way so that he is not just like a blank little blob spinning. What would Akemi be? Because I think I already talked about wanting to do Kaisen again for like a really stupid idea. Spinning inside of an ornament. Eggnog? Eggnog for Akemi? You never gotten motion sickness because I'm sleeping for the whole ride? I try to force myself to sleep if I can, because like sometimes I'm the navigator, so I'm usually awake at the front. Otherwise, if I can't go to sleep, then that's how I also try to avoid getting motion sickness. Because my eyes just like slowly just start going towards the window, I guess. So it'd be just easier to go to sleep. Pure joy of discovering that you can use sketches as your line art. Yeah! Well, I mean, if you keep it clean enough, or like whatever you need your line art to serve a certain purpose for, use your sketch. Some people really enjoy line art though. I want to learn how to enjoy it, but I just don't. Ah, thank you very much for coming to the stream though, LPS Little Gaming. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Eh? You have the opposite? Drives and boats just put you to sleep. Boats is interesting. Guess you've been on a boat enough times to know that it'll put you to sleep. I guess like the rocking motion could, right? I've been on a ferry, and I've been on like on a tiny little speedboat before. Those were fine. It was funny because this lady thought I got motion sickness from the plane. I don't know if is that a thing? Motion sickness from plane rides? But basically, the lady was like, oh, you should take your gravel or like your motion sickness medication or whatever you use like prior to getting on the plane. I'm like, I don't think it's motion sickness. Turns out I had food poisoning. You get them? I guess it's more like air sickness. Oh, air sickness. Line art is too tedious for you? Fair. You call line art hell, but personally you enjoy it. That's good. Love-hate relationship with line art, I guess. I think I only enjoy line art if it's like purely for the inking portion. But as soon as I have to use it for like, oh, the base for coloring or anything, then for some reason I'm always like dissatisfied with it. I need to find like a happy medium of how I want to approach line art and like mixing it with coloring in a way. Because one way is just like to be neater with my coloring with my rough sketch so that we have less to fix up and spruce up. What am I looking at? Haven't been on a cruise to find out if I have motion sickness, but ferries weren't too bad. Yeah, maybe ferries don't experience like as much rocking because we had a little bit of like, would it be turbulence? What would be the equivalent for that? A disturbance in the water. Because I think this is when I was in Vancouver going to Victoria. I think. If not, it was like Victoria to going somewhere else. Because I also went to Seattle that time too. Fireworks are occurring for you. How do you choose who you're gonna attack? I pre-selected a bunch of random people that I initially found on Artfight when I was just like browsing users and stuff. So I just found a bunch and I saved like 20 or so on my computer. So I've been mostly looking at those ones. I think the one that I have here, I found today. So it's literally anything that's like compelling to me. Because I'm treating this as a way to like get over my art funk a little bit, as well as like I just want to draw people's OCs with like little pressure. And I feel like Artfight is kind of like that place to do it. Because I'm not going to be doing any of the Artfight submissions, I guess, as per like a video. Live stream, I think it's fine. But most likely I won't do any for like an actual video, so I don't feel super worried about having to record things, making sure like things are super accurate, if that makes sense. For the sake of the video, I can just focus on drawing just the character itself. Maybe I will add the foliage back and then we'll just... Oops. Okay, there we go. Just so my reference isn't upside down for no reason. Baby rockers, I want one for my adult self. Would be lovely to be rocked to sleep. I guess like the equivalent would be like a rocking chair in a way, right? Hello, Lady BTS. Welcome. Oops, we're on the wrong layer. So I think I might try my best to finish all the ones that I have like bookmarked, or I might still browse for like new characters to draw. Depends on how I'm feeling. Because I still plan to do at least like a few revenges as well. So I'm sure there's gonna be like other characters that I find via that. First time in your stream? Well, welcome. Hope you enjoy your time here. I'll definitely try to stream again though, like either on probably Saturday or Sunday. I think it would be one of the days, because I know tomorrow I won't be able to. Do you plan on making a comic or a webcomic? Probably not anytime soon. I still like the idea of just making random mini comics here and there of my OCs just for fun. But I'm not gonna dedicate like to an entire story of some sort. Because writing is not my strong suit, so I would have to take like an extra long time to figure out the entirety of the story that I would want to write, because it would be focused on Maseki most likely. I'm kind of just having fun, like whenever I feel the kind of the need to make a comic of some sort, like a mini comic. It's just like based off of like a single scenario kind of thing. You've been drinking a lot of matcha lately? I really need to stop, or else I'm gonna be very addicted to matcha flavor. Matcha is such a good flavor though. I even had a matcha latte today. But I finished the last of my my matcha powder. I think someone gave me a recommendation. I just need to check the price. Because I want to buy a new one. Because I think I'm out. I might have to actually double check if I'm out or not. And I need to see if I have like the type that you usually drink rather than the baking matcha. Because I like making matcha shortbread cookies as well. Which might be the one that I accidentally bought more recently. So I don't have any to make like lattes with. Yeah, I favorite Masaki the most. Currently in my mood right now, I've been drawing Kaisen and Moriko more often, but Masaki is forever, like, unfortunately, the favorite child. But I plan to eventually draw more of my OCs just in general soon. Not just of Masaki. I really want to do sketching right now. I don't wanna butcher this character. So let's hopefully just finish this one off. Matcha cream cheese cookie. I don't think I have actually. I've had matcha and white chocolate before and I really like that combination. I don't think I've had... I think I've had like a matcha milk tea and it had cream cheese foam, I think is what it is. Because there's a lot of places that have like the whipped cheese foam topping kind of thing. I've only had the cheese foam once because it's not my absolute favorite for a drink, but it's nice to be paired with like a very sweet kind of drink, I think. But also like majority of the drinks that I tend to get from like a boba shop or like if I'm drinking milk tea, it's just like normal brown sugar milk tea or I go more fruit forward because dairy is a thing. That I have to deal with. Does Kaisen have any preference of flowers? Because I'm thinking of drawing him with flowers, but I don't know what kind. On the bottom, like each of their character profiles that I have on Artfight, there is like an associated flower that I like drawing them with. So for Kaisen, it's the epiphyllum, or like there's I forget what's the other term for it, because they have like another name, more simplified name. It's not in here, it's in this one. This flower. I think it's like the night blooming something, probably. It blooms for like a very short amount of time, but it's like one of my favorite flowers and I think it fits Kaisen's color palette just because it's so bright and kind of like, I don't know, I like this flower a lot. Queen of the Night? It might be. Queen of the night sounds correct. Currently working on new character design. I'm struggling to think of a name for him. I'll think of something, hopefully. I think name generators are kind of fun. Or like looking up origins of names. But hopefully you can find a name for your character. You tried them when you went to Korea. I want to learn how to make them. Ooh. I think it'd be fun to make them. If you can, hopefully. And hopefully it will taste similar. They're kind of heavy though. But I guess like the fun thing, if you make them yourself, you could probably portion them to be a little bit smaller. Because I like making shortbread cookies that are kind of like on the tiny side. My dad has like cookie cutters he hasn't like used, but apparently he bought them when he was in Vancouver at like a Japanese store. And I low-key want to ask him if he can just give me one of them because there's a clover one in one of the sets. I kind of want to keep it so I can at least make cute little matcha shortbread cookies. And he has like these weirdly odd-shaped little fish ones, which I think they look super cute. Because like shortbread cookies hold their shape really well, so I think clover ones would look super cute. The Liyue flower. The... what is it called? Glaze lilies? Like the glaze lilies are probably what the epiphyllum is probably based off of. Because like the glazed lilies only open up during the nighttime, right? And those flowers I think bloom at night, but they have like a short time of window where like they're, what is it called? Like the time of year that they bloom is very short. Because it's only for like a few minutes I think even, and then it closes back up. The way you render flowers is so stunning. Thank you! I want to get back into doing the zine so I can go back to doing more flower studies. We're getting closer to being done. This is a little bit more. I need this kind of to spruce up. Finished your 2 attacks already? One on you and another? Thank you. So many of you guys already attacked me. I was looking at like the ratio because I didn't know Earth Fate had like a ratio between your attacks and your defenses. Mine is so low because so many of you have already drawn my OCs, which I'm very appreciative. But I really need to get to some revenges soon. I might do revenges like next week though, so I can get as many attacks and friendly fires done this week. How do you come up with interesting backstories for your OCs? Mine are very mundane, to be honest. But I think it's mostly because like I wanted them to be more like, how do you explain? Slice of life-ish. I'm sure like if you have something more fantasy-ish or like something that's like more magical, mystical, or like different events that happen in your story that would contribute to your character's backstory. But I've always imagined my characters of just having a normal kind of like comedy, slice of life, chill kind of setting. Because if anything, only Masaki and Koji have like more of a fleshed out story to them. Because I was planning on doing one day a story or like a comic, webtoon, whatever you want to call it, of just them two. But I started expanding kind of like my OCs. So including kind of like trying to include all of them somehow to be introduced, which I think for the most part they're all low-key connected already, so I don't really have to think about it too much other than just their general background stories, I guess. Like I said, storytelling and like writing is not my strong suit, so I don't think I put too much thought into their backstories. I gave them a purpose, a name, an age, and the relationship between the rest of the characters, and that's about it. Because other things would be mostly fleshed out if I were to write out like particular scenarios or events that would happen to them. Then it would be making a little bit more sense to like the individual characters. That's okay. There's not really a time limit for Art Fight other than finish your drawings that you want to do before the end of the month. So like you can literally take that much time as you want working on attacks, or like maybe if you want to join next year you can just focus on making your character reference sheets instead. You support the LGBTQ plus community? Of course. I have a lot of friends that are part of the LGBTQ plus, and they have my full support. I forgot this is actually part of his ear, not the hair. How do you plan your background to use references? Typically. So if I don't have any ideas or if I want like inspiration on color palettes, I will try to look for photography, photographs, and just like kind of generate an idea. Because even this one, if I show you the time-lapse, I don't think I followed a specific reference. I just knew I wanted to do foliage, and I think I found like a cooler toned color palette, but I gravitate towards warmer colors often, especially for foliage, so I ended up putting a different color layer on top and just making everything a lot warmer. I'm trying to think. I think even this one, I looked up background colors for cities, so there's a lot like more deeper midnight blues and purples. So I think this one also started off that way, and then initially was following closer to color palettes that I found, and then after that I changed it to be a little bit more, well, I guess I did start more greenish for this one. Probably because I knew his eyes were like closer towards having red accents, and same with his tie, that I wanted to include something that had more teal. This one is just like off the brain. I don't really like it that much, but it works and serves its purpose for this one, so it's okay. Writing my OC is low-key hard. I feel like I'm more design-oriented when it comes to my characters. That's fine. There's plenty of people who have like 100+ characters, and who knows if any of them have like actual lore or like stories written for them. And some people might have like stories written out for them. You can just prioritize what you want. As long as you're having fun. Sometimes I need to fix like my Pinterest algorithm. I know like Pinterest is not the greatest place to get art references anymore, just because it's like riddled with AI, but I need to kind of fix my homepage or whatever because it's mostly just like nail art from like last week. Even though I like seeing them, I don't need them on my page anymore as much, I guess. Even though, like, maybe I'll get into doing my nails more. We'll see. Pretty characters go burr. Make all the pretty characters you like. Your cat wants your attention. I think I missed the answer to my question, though, Detective Pikachu. I forget if you answered what was the name of your cat, if you don't mind me asking. Twix! Twix is such a cute name! And Cinnamon? That's cute. I always find like food names very cute for like animals. Because my friend has 2 cats and their names are Dongo and Mochi. Super cute. Favorite and least favorite Hoyo game? Hoyoverse game and why? I don't think I would rank them. I like them for what they are, because I don't take either game super seriously, if that makes sense. And I don't play ZZZ, so, or ZZZ, whatever, which way. ZZZ sounds not right, but I usually don't say Z. Just like more as of recently, I like more of the Star Rail characters than I do of the Genshin character. And I was more, I don't know, kind of invested into their story a little bit more. Granted, I took a break from Genshin for the most part. I'll slowly come back to it. I play it like seldomly. Twix is watching the stream with me as well. That's cute. We're almost done. Ah, that's fair. I don't think I'm usually fond of turn-based games as much, but because I'm usually busy, the auto function for like battles and stuff is a lifesaver versus doing Genshin where you have to physically press the buttons, if that makes sense. So farming goes a lot quicker. Same like with Reverse 1999. I can kind of like do all my farming and my daily super quick because they have the auto function. Because for Reverse, it's like as long as you've cleared it and you saved your replay, you can always farm with the exact same setup. And then Star Rail, it just plays through and like kind of uses its own in-game AI or whatever to make the characters go. Or I guess like this, like the computer will do it for you kind of thing. I always find these small areas that I haven't finished. I miss Tears of Themis. I took a big break from it, but I'm glad you're still enjoying it. Because Tears of Themis is another one also that has more of like a automated system too, which is nice, because I used to put that one in the background. I should play Tears of Themis again because I like the story. Like I'm very invested into Luke, especially like his story. You ran out of storage? I think that's what I've heard a lot of people had problems. They had to get rid of a game and it happens to be Tears of Themis. Granted, it's not one of the biggest games compared to like Star Rail and like Genshin updates, and I'm sure ZZZ is also very bulky as a game. Wait, I think I'm in kind of a similar boat to you, see? Cause, yeah, Kajiyuki. Loki sold it for me too. Cause I'm a big fan of Kajiyuki. I also like, ooh, I forget his name. The one who voices Artem. I like, is it Junichi Suabe? Is that him? I might be thinking of a different person. But I also like his voice actor. And then Marius, he's voiced by the same one as Kageyama. And then I forget Vince, unless he's Junichi. I think he's someone else, I forget. Thank you very much for coming to the stream though, Lily. Hope you have a good rest of your morning, night, or afternoon. I think this one's pretty much close to being finished. I'll do some like final effects and then we'll be done with this one. Let's give him like extra hair strands here and there. Kind of wish I gave the masquerade mask to him, but I think that's what was throwing me off when I was initially drawing this character. Marius is your second favorite? I am an Artem person. I love Artem. I joined for Luke, stayed for Artem. Finally caught up on Star Rail? You're questioning your sanity? I need to play the story. Only had Project Sekai and Wuthering Waves on my phone though. Haven't updated Wuwa in a fat minute. Is Wuwa very heavy in terms of its updates as well? I can kind of imagine it would be, right? He does share the same voice actor as Sukuna. You like the rendering of the character? Thank you. Oh, welcome back from dinner, Sakurai. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is merge these two. I'm gonna blur it just a smidge. I might lower the opacity. Just my favorite, adding foliage or leaves to the background. Whoops. Okay, I think this one is pretty much finished. I don't think it needs that much like color adjusting. I want to keep the warmth here. Make everything else cooler. Yeah, I think this one's done. Wow. Something you do subconsciously with the games as you play for some reason is you make a mental note of what characters have the same birthday. I mean, that's kind of fair. I mean, some people I think know characters that have birthdays within like their same birth month too. Stretch, yeah, big stretch. That's looking pretty, thank you. Love in Deep Space? I told my friend that I will just let her fill me in on Love in Deep Space because like I got a lot of people asking me to make drawings for them and I'm debating it. I do like damn, I forget his name. Cause my friend knows my types when it comes to like specific characters. I forget who's the childhood friend type. I forget his name, but he would be my favorite. Even like, oh, Caleb. Caleb. Visually, he's my favorite too. Yeah, I think this one is done. I'll show you guys the time-lapse replay real quick. And then we'll move on to sketching. I might do a quick bathroom break. You know the 3 characters that share a birthday with me? I know characters that have birthdays around my birthday, like usually the 20th or the 18th. I might knock this back even more. I don't know if I like how orangey his face looks. Okay, I think we're good. We're just gonna save this. I'll send this to myself in a bit, and then we'll work on the sketch for the next character. But for now, let me update the name real quick. I'll go take a quick bathroom break, and we'll come back to see how much I can sketch for this. Why is my keyboard on this side? Gary, bye. Making sure I'm spelling this right. But we'll go. Where's my BRB? Okay. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay. Let's get the sketching. I guess this one doesn't have too much progress on it because it's just me sketching. This is the pose that I kind of want to go with. You might need to pull up another reference just so I can see their entire outfit. So I love the giant sleeves, I love the hair color, simple eyes, super cute. Okay, squeaky chair. It's kind of a beefy game, isn't it? Seems like it. I don't even think I'll be able to download it on my phone, because that's like another reason why I didn't download ZZZ, because I was gonna play it on my computer instead. Maybe I should have made him face the other way. A lot of diamond pupils for characters. I guess like it's when did ZZZ come out? Was it earlier this year or was it late last year? I forget. Because I was gonna play it. I started so late that I was like, would it be worth playing it right now? But there is like cute characters and like, I don't know, there's a lot of designs I do like from ZZZ. Maybe make him yawn. Little sleepy boy. Oh, Loopsy. Welcome, welcome. Haven't been into ZCZ ever since they released. I'm not interested in it, but those characters are super cool designs. Because I don't think I really know the premise of like the story and stuff, so I can't say that the story is what's making me feel compelled. I just like the characters for the most part. Hello, Aya. Or Kartika. Wait. Yeah, Kartika. I feel like I'm butchering people's names, but welcome. I like the color combination on this character. Genshin's so big. Very true. I think it's also because like the update itself usually is quite big too, but the game itself already is massive. And I guess like also Star Rail isn't exactly small either. Think of how I want to place their scarf. Just popping in and had no idea you were doing art fight. That's super banger. Hope you're enjoying it so far. Thank you. Where's the box? Appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. And so far, been really enjoying art fight. It's been fun just to draw kind of like other people's characters. and witnessing how fast some of you guys are. So let me check their character permissions real quick, just so I didn't mess up any. Really seen without it. Okay, perfect. I think we should be okay. Play Genshin on PS? PlayStation? Rendering is such like a big category. It really depends on how you wanna to render your stuff though. There's not really like a super right or wrong way to render per se. I love giant sleeves on characters, they're so cute. Comfy, yeah. I love like chunky sleeves, gigantic sleeves, anything that's like comfy, cozy wear. I always really like. I think I want to throw in this plush into here. Should like, let me think. So that the face isn't so funny looking. Try to draw a sightless, but my art style won't do him justice. I think that's okay. People interpret characters differently, right? And I guess like a lot of the Love and Deep Space boys are more like ikemen type, I guess. I guess maybe I'll make it face this way. Maybe that makes more sense. But I don't know what the underside of this thing looks like. have an idea. We have the right shape for this little guy. Ooh. Hopefully your iPad's not overheating too badly though. What made you want to join Art Fight this year? To be honest, I think it was like I did a stream at the end of May, I think? Or the very beginning of June, and some of you guys were talking about Art Fight, and I was kind of like talking about my concerns about probably not having time to join, and a lot of you guys were like giving me reassurance about like how it's held and stuff. Because I've always wanted to join, I've always heard about Art Fight, even during like, I think my DeviantArt days. Unless I'm tripping. Because I like the idea of people doing like drawing other people's OCs and stuff because I think it's cute. So you guys kind of like called my worries. And I knew that I would be not as busy in July compared to April, May, and June. So this year I knew I would have at least time to do it during this July compared to like, you know, next year might be more unpredictable, or previous years I think July was busy for me. Don't know if I'm gonna draw these correctly. Martial Mage? Oh, you're right. Give me 1 second. Thank you for catching that, by the way. It makes me kind of happy because it means that maybe you guys are also looking up the characters. This more roughly. See if we can throw in its face. It's like a cute little derpy face. Lock in. Lock in, it's time for the grind. I haven't attacked you yet, so you're safe. Are you doing all like doing revenges for all your defenses? Or if you get attacked? I don't... Is there a reason why there's like 2 names for it? I guess defense is just posting their art of yours, I guess, rather than revenge. I guess that makes sense. Ignore me. Oh no, I wasn't saying that you're ignoring me. It's just me, like, kind of what's it called? Processing. So I process out loud sometimes, so when I ask a question and I figure it out on my own, I just tell people to ignore me. Because they don't need to answer my question. If that makes sense. Because I wasn't directing my question to anyone specific. How can I learn to draw faster? I take way too long on one piece. Let me put it this way. Is there a reason why you want to draw faster? Because I think unless you have like a reasoning to actually wanting to draw faster, then, you know, drawing more so you can eliminate certain things, like maybe you darting around, so maybe you always have to follow like specific steps instead, and make sure that you follow that process rather than being like, oh, I'm gonna do this right now, oh, I'm gonna do this now, kind of like just hopping around. Because otherwise, like, if you don't have no deadlines, nor do you, what is it called, need to play the speed game, I guess, in a way. I don't think there's a reason to need to go faster for drawing. If you know you're gonna abandon your drawing because you spend too long on them, then I think it might be due to like a different reasoning rather than just like a speed thing. Because hopefully me saying like lock in and all that stuff for doing the grind, I'm not pressuring you guys to draw faster. Because I think you should draw at your own pace as long as you're enjoying the process. Who's your favorite artist you look up to? I have quite a few. A lot of them are the ones that I follow like specifically on Instagram. There's a lot that I really like. I'm trying to think if there's any one that I can pinpoint. Oh, Naguri. Or Wupuri Furi. Wupuri Furi? They've been my favorite artists since I was in like middle school. Because I have a signed Deep Sea Miku of her artwork back from 2014, I think. And I've had her sign it, and I was so happy because she was my favorite. How did I end up drawing this on the same layer? Very scattered brained. Every time I watch your live replays, I'm always impressed by how you can multitask and talk while drawing. I can't. I mean, I think there's plenty of like silences during my streams though, because I'm focusing more so on the drawing portion rather than like actually talking. Part of it might be also because I just like rambling to like a certain degree. Hello, TP Lee. Apologies for missing your message. Yeah, there's a lot of people still joining. It's still very early into art fight, so like anyone who's interested, just read the rules and feel free to participate. Because I think there's a lot of people who participated literally day of. Or not participated, joined day of. Also, you guys don't feel pressure to draw my characters. I appreciate it though, but don't feel too obligated. Draw faster, getting comfortable with your drawing technique, lots of practice. Because you'll naturally start to like follow like a specific routine. You also learn how to like, you know, eliminate certain things as you learn how you prefer to draw. But like pinpointing the reasoning to why you want to draw faster or like your potential slowdowns can definitely help. Because I know that sometimes when I put certain things into the background of what I'm watching, I get super distracted. So I tend to go over lines like over and over again. And that wastes and like really sucks up the time. As well as like rendering process. Sometimes I jump around rather than working from like usually like face, eyes, hair, and then going back to the clothing. Sometimes I work on the face a little bit, jump to the eye, jump to the clothing, jump to the hair, and like nothing is complete. But it really depends on like your own process too, right? How many hours do you guys typically spend on a piece? I basically want to draw a webtoon with my friend, but I take too long sometimes. I draw a piece that'll feel impossible to draw. I feel like for webtoons... Now, I'm not the best person to talk about this because I haven't done like a full webtoon. I've done like a very mini one for 17, as well as like my mini comics. Blocking in and like doing storyboarding is important, and also for each, I guess like panel or page that you plan to do, it's not going to be like a full-blown illustration every time. So I think like if you can discuss with your friend, there's probably like a style or a thing that's gonna allow you to keep like a certain kind of consistency among all pages. And then if you want to do like a full bleed spread that's maybe like your full illustration style, you can definitely do that, but that might be like something at the end of the chapter, end of a volume or something, rather than committing to something that would take like too many hours per page. So like simplifying your line art or your sketching or the coloring style, so maybe that you don't actually have to render everything. You can keep it like cell shaded, blocked in with texture, who knows how you want to approach it, but something like that is also good if you want to like plan out a timeline. So like if you only give a certain amount of time to block in your storyboarding, certain amount of time blocking in for sketching, then you allow like yourself to do revisions and stuff. And then after that you can do like flat or lines, and then you can do flat colors, you can do effects at the end. Because not only that, unless you like plan to like release it, you can always like bulk up on chapters or like pages or whatever, how you want to release your webcomic, so that you're not always strapped for time. Other things, because like webcomics, you can use like a lot of resources. So like 3D models can help for backgrounds. You can pick like a preset color palette, make character turnaround reference sheets for your characters so you know how exactly you want to draw them. So you don't have to do as much like guessing work. Picking out brushes can also help. Like you said, don't draw your characters. I really want to draw Masaki now. Feel free to. Nothing's gonna... I'm not gonna stop you from doing it, but just make sure that if you like the character, feel free to draw them. Hello, Rainbow Noodles. Welcome. The character animations are so cute. Thank you. Okay. See if we can fit their compass in here. Actually, I might end stream right now. I have a feeling someone's home, so I don't have to like lock myself in this room. But we're almost done with this sketch, so I'll probably finish it later tonight. Apologies for ending stream earlier. Or like unprompted, but I think I will have to go. I might come back on Saturday evening, do a midnight stream, and or Sunday. But thanks for sticking around, guys. We'll just do a quick overview of this one. Like the sketch so far? Thank you. So here's the sketch, and then we did the entire coloring for this one. So I can post this one, which I'll do very soon. But thanks for hanging out, guys. I'll probably see you Saturday or Sunday, depending on how things go. Yeah, I think that's it for today. Hopefully you guys get enough rest. Have fun with the rest of Art Fight as well. And I'll see you guys maybe later this week or early next week. But I will get going. Bye-bye!